Hey YouTube, The Art of Prepping, part 10 of the Everyday Carry series. Welcome back. We have two different categories in one today. It's going to be wallets and pouches, containers, little bags, whatever you want to call them, just different containers that you can put stuff in and put it in a pocket. Of course, some of these you can actually put on your belt if you wish, but we've talked about this in very small detail before, but in terms of this particular thing, we're having different ways and means to store gear. And for like a wallet, for example, it could be a bifold or a trifold wallet. It could be made out of leather, nylon, polyester. It could be made out of a lot of different things, even vinyl I've seen. Some people even make them out of duct tape, whatever you want to do. But for me, I've just kind of fallen into this very simple, minimalistic bifold little wallet. It's just very, very small, just for a few cards and a few, dollars. Not that I have more than a few dollars to put in there, but yeah, so just a little wallet, just made out of leather, and so be it. The one before this was like a 4 by 4.5 inch, just a standard size, made out of polyester, I believe, with a Velcro, so it closes and it's secure. That's one thing I do miss about it. This one doesn't have any closure method. For a while, I did put some a Ranger band over this and keep it secure, but then it's a lot more tedious to get in and out. I also like, when I was even younger, I used to have the zippered kind, and that keeps things secured in there, especially if you have other gear than just IDs and money. So that's an idea for wallets. In terms of carrying other smaller things, maybe a little bit of medicine, or maybe you just have some emergency cash, or a backup fire starter you want to wear around your neck, a little pouch. It could be an Altoids, tin for a cargo pocket, or even a belt pouch, or you can even slide this into a cargo pocket, like on the leg, if you wanted to like bring something along. If you were on a very, very short walk, maybe it's just a 1 or 2 mile little hike, and you didn't even want to bring a backpack, and you got your canteen on your side, but you just want the most minimalistic survival kit. You could put a compass in here, a little map of the area, some basic first aid items, especially with your Altoids, survival kit tins. Even the Altoid Smalls works well. And you can makeshift a little kit, to last you for whatever it may be, an hour or less that you're just out and about, just in case. And that's why a lot of these kits, especially for daily carry, even if you don't go on little trips into the woods, it's not a bad idea to take a Altoid Smalls, or even a standard size if you don't mind the size of it, or even a little pouch, or even a little bit bigger. And you can just put a few first aid items. When I had a larger wallet, I used to put a lot more first aid items in there. And this one, I do have a couple Band-Aids, a little wet wipe, and a little strip of antibiotic ointment. But that's about all you can fit into those little guys. So, in terms of having a first aid kit, having the means to store it, you could get very rudimentary and just get a Ziploc bag, preferably probably a freezer bag, and just stuff the stuff in there, and off you go. So these are just ideas. And one other category, if not two other categories to consider for your everyday carry, that you don't have to get stuck in a rut. If you don't like your wallet, or you don't like your purse or handbag, there's a lot of other different options out there. All you got to do is just look around, and you'll see. You can even make your own. Like I said, you can make things out of Gorilla Tape, duct tape, hurricane tape, all kinds of different means to make wallets. You can take classes on leatherworks, and you can sew your own. I've seen cloth wallets and purses that people have made that are very good. So those are all options, and pouches too. I have a hard time, going to a store and they have pouches and gizmos, especially in a camping store or an outdoor store, and walk by a bin with pouches. I have to stop and look, just because these were found at the dollar store many years ago. I haven't seen these since. Might have just been a one-time deal. They're not made very heavy duty at all. I wouldn't probably trust it on my belt, but just to slide it in your pocket, especially like a leg cargo pocket. It has 2 pockets on these, 2 zippered pockets, and I find it really good for a compass and a small first aid kit. And I've even made, survival kits out of them. And so I have a whole bunch of them, different colors, and they were just $1. So, of course, sometimes it's better to spend more than $1 and to get something better. Some people really like the Condor gear. I like their stuff too. I have quite a few things in packs and gear, and Maxpedition. Maxpedition is a little bit more expensive personally. I don't really know if if it's really worth the dollar. I know it's very good stuff. I think, if you're going to really be using it a lot and you really have to rely on it constantly for a super long period of time, then maybe it's worth it. But sometimes it's a little bit pricey. You have to catch them when they're on sale for me personally to be, value oriented and worthwhile. The other one brand that you start seeing a lot more of is the 511 and the VanQuest ones too. Those two kind of pop up from time to time, but sometimes they can be a little pricey. But anyways, everybody has their price sensitivity, and their price, limits. And so, you just do what you can. If you can't find something that you like, you can always make it. So with those words, everybody, stay tuned though for part 11, which will be our final part of our series for Everyday Carry. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you real soon.